You lived among the least of these, the weary and the weak, and it would be a tragedy for me to turn away. All my needs you have supplied. When I was dead, you gave me life. How could I not give it away so freely? And I'll follow you into the homes of the broken, follow you into the world, meet the needs of the poor and the needy, God. Follow you into the world, and I'll follow you into the homes of the broken. Follow you into the world, meet the needs of the poor and the needy, God. Follow you into the world, I'll follow you.
You most probably heard of the verse, "Ask and it shall be given to you," which is in Luke chapter 11, verse 9. But there is also another verse, "Give and it shall be given to you," which is in Luke chapter 6, verse 38. And this is the whole verse. "Give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." Same time, when you give to others at that moment, the Lord will bless you more, and a lot more than, not twice or thrice, but a lot more than how much you gave. So God is truly capable of that. So don't hesitate to give.
Luke chapter 6, verse 34 to 36. And if you lend to those from whom you accept repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful.
So even if sinners are doing this, then as a Christian, you must not expect this return of money or whatever it is that you have lended. So when you're helping someone, do it out of love. There's even a verse in the Bible, do everything in love. Same thing here, do it out of love. By doing this, you will reflect God's love. And not only that, you would also receive His blessings. Now, let's read another part of Scripture.
Matthew 25, verse 34 to 40. Then the king would say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, you clothed me. I was sick, you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came out to visit me." The righteous will answer him, "When did you see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothed you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king would reply, "Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." These poor people and broken-hearted people, when you help them, you're not really only helping them, but you're also helping God Himself. So never hesitate to give out a hand to these people.
Now let's go back to a verse that we saw at the start. Luke chapter 6 verse 36. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. So when we read the other part of the scripture, we said that when you're helping these people, you're basically reflecting God's love. And this is also a way of preaching the gospel, as when you reflect His love and you show mercy upon these people, you're also reflecting God's light in the midst of darkness. Now, also remember that when you're showing mercy upon these people, the Lord will also show mercy upon you. So be merciful to these least of all people, and the Lord will show mercy upon you.
And remember, when you give to others, do not show off, as it is written in Matthew chapter 6, verse 1 to 2. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites. Do it in the synagogues and on the streets to be honored by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. When you read this, you can understand that you should not show off what you're giving to them like the hypocrites. Instead, you should give it to them in secret. And the God, your Father in heaven, would give you your reward in full. As you could read it in Matthew chapter 6, verse 4. So that your giving may be in secret, then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you.
And always remember to taste and see that the Lord is good.